All right, welcome back to the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown. I'm Rich Walsh in for Bob Pompiani tonight. We're going to start with Andrew Fillipponi tonight, right now. And Andrew, you had Ben on your show, 93.7 The Fan. What was that, on Friday?
Yep.
And he basically said he's going to play 3 to 5 more years. He doesn't understand why Mason Rudolph was drafted by the Steelers. What did you make of this whole interview?
I'm with him on this. I know that he's getting, lambasted and getting slammed in a lot of different sectors here. The national football media thinks he's now, a bad guy and a jerk all. But I see his side here. They took Martavis Bryant, one of his favorite targets, and they flipped him for a guy that's going to be a third-string quarterback and maybe eventual successor. They didn't do really anything in the draft outside of the James Washington pick to help him win right now from his perspective. So Tom Brady's complained about his situation, got Garoppolo traded. Aaron Rodgers has been ticked off about not being involved in the process in Green Bay, and I think we're seeing the same thing go on here with Ben.
I'm retracting my smooth move. It shouldn't go to Rich. It should go to Andrew Fillipponi for leading Ben down these paths in this discussion. It was just perfect. Andrew, you were grooving him fastballs like Tony Watson last year when he was trying to be the closer, and Ben was just knocking him out of the park. Every single one. I mean, when he got to the point where he basically assigned the mentorship role of Mason Rudolph to Landry Jones.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when I laughed out loud. It's like, okay, I'm not going to help him take my job, but Landry, you can help him take your job. And that's the guy who should be the most bent out of shape about this. I mean, at the very least, the goal of the Steelers here was upgrade the backup quarterback position if Ben is out for a significant period of time. And they think they can do that better with Mason Rudolph. I don't know if that's right in this year, but next year Landry's going to go, and he's basically saying, Landry, make it easier for that to happen. That and the whole, what, did they screw up with Josh Dobbs? I mean, it was beautiful. I love listening to every minute of it.
And I'm with you guys, too. I don't understand it from a defensive perspective. You make a lot of cuts. You have a lot of holes to address. We go into this draft thinking they could pick any legitimately any position on defense and try to upgrade it, and they don't do it. I don't understand that aspect of it.
So then do you sympathize with him, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't think he was out of line then with what he said?
No, I don't at all.
Do you, Tim?
I love it.
I thought he was a little passive-aggressive. I thought, and he often is when it comes to stuff like this. I don't think, we all know there's no threat. So why act like there's the threat? The whole, oh, maybe I'm still the starter. Or the whole, gee, maybe they didn't believe me when I said 3 to 5 years. Ben, it's not a matter of don't believe. It's a matter of capable. Like, what if you do get hurt? Or what if, he talked about the offensive line. Ramon Foster may not be back here next year. When's Marcus Gilbert going to go? That offensive line may not be fully intact. So I think they're bettering themselves potentially with a guy down the road that could better fill in than Landry Jones. They don't want to leave the cupboard bare. So Ben knows his starting job is safe. Just let it be and don't give fuel to the fire.
I love when athletes are willing to speak out the way Ben does and just do not care. I don't care if it's passive-aggressive, how he went about delivering that message. I don't care. I love it. Be interesting. Have an opinion. He's entitled to his. You don't have to like it, but he's the most important person on that team. He's allowed to have it.
I do wonder now, because there appears to be a double standard here with some people, where James Harrison gets absolutely crushed last year for not doing enough to lead T.J. Watt and Bud Dupree down the path of becoming capable starting players. And now Ben comes out and says it's not my responsibility. So to me, you can't have it both ways. If you were critical of James, you have to be critical of Ben, and vice versa. If you were easy on Harrison, you got to be easy on Ben in this situation.
But isn't it different if a first-round pick versus a third? I mean, you can't guarantee a third-round pick as a success.
But they acted like he was a first-rounder.
That's exactly right.
They basically said so.
That's exactly right. If this were just your run-of-the-mill third-round pick, I don't think Ben has a gripe at all. It's just the way that the Steelers have advertised this pick. They're presenting it like they just found the guy that is going to take them.
And Andrew, how did you feel when he said, the thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way about one of his responses was back to Mason Rudolph, when Rudolph had basically said, look, I'm going to try to do this on my own. I don't want his help because I want to do it myself. Like, Ben sort of portrayed that as he doesn't need me anyway.
Right.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's not what the kid meant. Tim, we all know that's not what the kid meant.
Right, but there's clearly a sensitivity here, is what we have.
Yes, absolutely.
You've got somebody who feels, for whatever reason, like it or not, feels betrayed by the Steelers. He thought I think he went in there, and when he said 3 to 5 years, he thought that was code for you're not taking a quarterback in this year's draft.
Andrew, before we go to break, do you think those two will eventually get along?
I don't think they're going out to dinner with each other in Latrobe. No, I don't know. I think it's going to be an Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre dynamic.
I agree. He's better than Landry. He was more important to the Steelers than Landry. I don't think Ben ever felt threatened by Landry. I think it's different, especially at his age now, with Rudolph.
All right, well, we got to take a break. We're going to be talking about the Ballin Buccos, who won another series against another division opponent. That's coming up next right here on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.